Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be planting up my vegetable garden. I have plants in there already from the springtime, and some of the plants are obviously going to be staying for a while, but I'm going to be planting out my warm weather things. I'm going to be planting out tomatoes, peppers, tomatillos, things like basil, things I've grown from seed for herbs, sage, things like that. And I'm so excited. The garden is doing great, or at least one bed is doing great and one's doing like okay. For some reason the left bed ended up like taking off way quicker than the right bed, so it's a little bit behind, but it's picking up, so that's great news. I feel like, I don't know if the soil needed time to like sit there or something, but I felt like the beginning when I planted things were doing nothing for a while. I did end up feeding the soil, which I'll show you with Garden Tone from Espoma, and I think that really helped. So I'm going to be using that while planting in the holes as well today. But I'm so excited to get these planted because honestly, I'm just excited to get seedlings out in the garden and like be done with seedlings. I don't know about you guys, but when I'm growing things from seed, like after a while I'm like, I'm done with it. I'm over it. I'm over babying things. I just want to get them in the garden and be done having seed trays laying everywhere. So let me show you what the garden is looking like right now. I'm so proud of it. I've been eating a salad every single day now for like at least a week, and I could probably eat 2 salads a day and it still be good. Here is the garden. As you can see, that's what I mean about all the seedlings back there. The garden just looks so good. It's about, what is it, 4 o'clock right now on April 22nd, and it's looking absolutely amazing. I planted these out, I think it was like the week before St. Patty's Day, so mid-March, and they're just looking amazing. The Swiss chard has really started taking off. Obviously the lettuce, the kale, we have spinach here, which is doing amazing. All of this is grown from seed pretty much. Or maybe it is all grown from seed that has been taking off right now, which is just makes me so proud. The only thing not grown from seed are these dianthus. I have some strawberries that I planted in here. I do have a few warm weather things that I bought. So I bought some strawberries from Lidl that were so cheap. So I bought strawberries from Lidl in an 8-pack for $3.99. I think they're called like Ruby Ann strawberries, so they're an everbearing type. So I have 8 of those in here. I have also I bought some peppers from Lidl because I was just like not sure how some of my pepper plants were going to be doing. I think some of them will be okay, especially like habanero and jalapeno, but like my bell pepper and stuff I was like a little iffy on. And again, Lidl had super cheap plants. They were $1.99 a piece, and they're already putting out like flower buds and everything, so I'll show you those. So in the super full bed, everything pretty much is grown from seed. So Swiss chard, these marigolds, the spinach is grown from seed directly in the bed around mid-March and mid-April. So it's like a month later, and I'm harvesting from it. All the Bib lettuce, this lettuce, the cilantro is finally taking off, which I'm so excited about. I love cilantro, and eventually this stuff will bolt and I won't be able to use it in our heat because I am in South Carolina. This Snapdragon was grown from seed last year. We have arugula right here, like that's amazing. Viola from seed. These tomatoes are actually Roma tomatoes that I bought from a local FFA program. And then the snap peas are doing good. I couldn't find my twine, so I actually have twine coming today. So I'm going to make little twine strings for the snap peas to grow up as well. But right now I have these little clips from the Dollar Tree holding a couple of them. So these are the pepper plants that I got. I got a Chardonnay pepper, and then I got a Chianti like type bell pepper. So I have one of each of these in each bed. I've got romaine lettuce. This is lemon balm, more arugula. We have some onions that I grew from seed, as well as these are green onions that I just stick the butt in from the store, and they're growing amazingly. So you know when you get green onions from the store, the bottom of it has a little bit of rooting? Stick those in your garden bed and they will produce just like I just showed you. It is insane. I'll show you ones that I just did a few days ago and ones that I did yesterday and then what it's like today. Sorry this turned into a little tour, but I'm just so proud of this little garden and I haven't shown you guys an update and it's looking so good. And then we'll get to planting. So see how big these are? These are the onions that have been in there for a while now and I just kind of keep picking from them. These ones are from seed, these little ones. So we have some space right here. So I'm going to be planting probably tomato plants like right here so that the snap peas can grow and then these will grow and then eventually these onions will be done and I'll plant more. These are ones that I planted maybe a few days ago, like 5 days ago. These I planted yesterday. So as I use them, like you can get a pack of 10 green onions from Aldi for 85 cents, okay? That's like cheaper than, it's not cheaper than a packet of seeds, but it's so much quicker and it's so cheap. So I will use the green onion, okay, in a recipe, cut it off and then literally come right out here. Yesterday I used 2. So I came back out here and I planted them and they grow immediately. It's so foolproof and anyone can do it. You could do it in just like a little pot out on your patio and it'd be so easy. Same with seeds from lettuce. Like, oh my gosh, I wish I would have been doing this long ago. Like this is just, it's working out so good. So we have some calendula here for some flowers. We have marigolds. Our kale is doing really well. So all of this basically is from seed other than the pepper plants, the tomatoes, and the green onions. So just crazy amount of stuff for like no money. So this is what we're going to be planting out today. I have a bunch of oregano here. I don't know how we're going to divide this or split it up yet. We have a bunch of sage here. That's like kind of leggy, but I think I'm still going to just plant it out. We have jalapenos, 2 jalapenos, 2 habaneros, and I believe 2 tomatillos. So 1 for each bed here. Then let's see, where are my other food things? Okay, and then over here we have basil. So something's been eating my basil. And then what is this one? This is a bell pepper. So like I might just plant this, see how it does. This one also is a bell pepper. So I might just plant it and then snip off the ones around it and just keep one. And then this one is a GT pepper. So these are supposed to be like small peppers. Again, something's like eating these a little bit. Golden treasure pepper is what it is. So it's like a smaller variety. And that's it. Oh, and then we have beefsteak tomatoes. So these are grown from seed. So a beefsteak, and 2 cherry. So I'm going to be packing these beds really full. I also have eggplant in these beds. I forgot to show you that as well, that I planted out the other day. I'm just trying to get things in the beds. And today we're just going to plant out everything. The other thing, like I said, the lettuce probably won't grow for me past like 1st of June. It just gets so hot here, you guys. So I'm going to have a lot of space in the beds. I am going to try to maybe plant lettuce and stuff behind some other bigger crops. So I'm gonna have zucchini that gets pretty big, so maybe I'll like try to tuck it in underneath it or something to try to grow some lettuce, just because I've been loving having salads every day. Am I gonna get sick of salads? Maybe, I don't know. But we're gonna experiment this year, and I really want to pack my beds really full like Gardenary does. If you've never watched her videos or her Instagram, it's so inspiring. She just packs in so many plants, and it just looks, 1, beautiful, and it's 2, so productive for her, and I think it's gonna be really good. I also bought a rosemary plant that I'm debating if I should just stick in here. We'll see how everything looks. I also have, so we're gonna be starting squash seeds, zucchini seeds, cucumber seeds. I also have some thyme seeds that I'm just gonna throw in there, some chamomile, stuff like that. So let's get started, you guys. So I just went around placing plants where they're gonna go. Basically everything has 2 pots except for the basil, I think. So it worked out beautifully to put in the beds. So we have oregano, and everything is kind of mirrored. Let me go not wide angle. We have oregano, which I might try to split up into 2 different plants and go somewhere else with that. So we have oregano, we have sage, which I'm just very excited for to kind of like drape over here. I also have some lavender that I tried to grow from seed. So it's doing okay. We have 1 in each bed. And then we have a habanero, jalapeno. We have a golden treasure pepper, a bell pepper, both from the Dollar Tree. We also have basil, which I'm going to split in half and put 1 in each bed. And hopefully being in here, it's not going to get eaten because this stuff hasn't been eaten at all in my raised beds, which is great. Then over here, which I might have to move some of these onions back over here or something because I need the trellis to grow all the tomatoes. And we are packing the trellis full, you guys, with tomatoes and cucumbers and things. And the snap peas will be done, honestly, in the next month or so I'm not worried about the snap peas at all. It's more so where am I planting it now. So we have a tomatillo on each side, we have a beefsteak tomato, and then we have a cherry tomato, and the same thing is mirrored exactly in this bed as well. And then any of the bare spots we're going to fill in with herbs and things like that. And like I was saying with the lettuce and things, I might try to, since the sun, sun's up there, it comes over this way and goes that way. I might try to grow lettuces back here in, the summertime. And romaine, which is what this is supposed to do a lot better in the sun. So we shall see. We're going to adapt, and we're going to need to fill in this space because I have zucchini as well. So I'm going to plant zucchini seeds probably throughout here. So I have multiple, like 1 here, maybe 1 back there, like 1 around. Like I'm going to kind of spread them out to make it look great. So let's load this bed up, you guys. All right, you guys, everything is planted in the beds. Now we are going to plant some seeds. So I'll show you what we've got, what we're working with, but I just want to show you everything planted. So sage and oregano are looking a little crazy, but we've got sage, we've got oregano, we've got habanero, jalapeno, bell peppers, and I put a couple bell peppers and a couple golden treasure peppers because why not? And then we have basil. We have tomatillo is on the other side, I think. Where did I put my tomatillo? It's in here somewhere. Tomatillo here. Then we have a beefsteak tomato. We have a cherry tomato. And then obviously Romas and stuff. And we're all set to go. And we need some seeds now. Okay, these are the things we're gonna do from seed. I have zucchini seeds from the library. We have cucumbers, a muncher cucumber. So these are like the small ones, which I buy the small ones from Aldi. They're 6 to 8 inches. Love like a small cucumber like that. Then we have chives. I've tried chives, but they didn't do very well. So we're going to try it again and just direct seed it. We have chamomile because I think the flowers are beautiful and you can use it for tea. And then we have thyme, which who knows how this will do. It says to start them indoors, but you know what? We're going to try it out. Just in the dark. Caleb William Moreland, you. Oh my gosh, Caleb just got home, decided he wanted to scare me. I'm like standing right here by our back door, is right there. And he was like, what are you doing? Freaking scared me. I didn't even know he was home. Okay, we're gonna plant these. So what I was saying about the thyme is a perennial, and it said it was gonna be started out indoors. It says to start indoors, and it's supposed to take like 180 to 200 days to harvest. So will I get a good plant this year? Probably not, or like in time, but I'm gonna try anyway, you know, and just try to grow it from seed in the bed. We'll see how it does. Okay, first up, I'm gonna do thyme. I have my little label, and I'm just going to sprinkle some in here, and it says 1/4 of an inch. Yeah, 1/4 of an inch. So I'm just gonna rough up the soil a little bit and then cover it. And put it here by the dill and around this pansy or viola. Wow, these are tiny seeds. So we're just gonna sprinkle. And lightly move it around and sprinkle. That's why I love direct seeding stuff. So easy. Now I'm gonna do chamomile all back here along the dill, and it says sow in open ground, well exposed when soil is warm, which it is. Needs light to germinate, then when plants are a few inches tall. So these again are tiny, tiny seeds, and we are just going to sprinkle a bunch. Okay, and I already have a spot with chives, and there's a little bit coming up, but it's not much. So I'm gonna just do a little bit more and see if we can get something going here. Okay, I only have a few zucchini seeds, I believe, probably about 10, which, I mean, is a lot, kinda. So I'm gonna put one here in this spot. Just put it in there, an inch down, and push it down. Where else should I do it? I'll probably do another one like right under this lettuce here. Oops, we don't want that. I'll probably do one like right next to it. Not like too close, but in between this lettuce and this dill, so that once this iceberg lettuce probably doesn't do as well, we'll have a zucchini plant like right here. Okay, now I'm gonna put 2 over here. So probably 4 seeds per bed. And my plan for zucchini is to trim them up and have them grow somewhat vertically and keep them really trimmed. So we'll see if I succeed at that. So last but not least, we have the muncher cucumber, which is gonna go along the trellis here. I'm gonna do a few seeds probably, and we'll see how it goes. And I'm gonna do that on both sides of the trellis. Depth to sow 1/2 inch. Oh, that's great. These say the plants are highly tolerant to powdery and downy mildew. That's awesome. I'm gonna do them right next to the snap peas. We'll probably seed it every few inches. We can just cover them up with soil 1/2 inch and put them to sleep. Put them to bed, put them to sleep. Sounds a little harsh. All right, you guys, that is everything for today. We got all the seeds that I wanted in the garden. We got all the plants I wanted in the garden. Now it's mainly just waiting for things to grow in. We'll see what happens with the whole lettuce situation. Like I said, I'm assuming by June 1st, it'll probably bolt. So and then we'll see how everything grows in and kind of fill in gaps as needed, as well as maybe succession plant some lettuce. I might do that here in the next few weeks just to see if I can continue the harvest, especially for some romaine, because that's supposed to be more hardy through the heat. And this year is just a learning experiment for me. So we're going to learn as we go. I'm so thrilled with how everything is looking so far, especially in the one bed. It is exceeding my expectations tenfold so far. And I can't wait to get some fruit. Like, I can't wait to get some peppers and tomatoes and cucumbers and strawberries and all that kind of stuff. I also have I don't know if I showed you my raspberry plant. I'll show you that here real quick. Okay, so here is my raspberry plant. It's right here in this big old pot. It's a heritage raspberry, and I'm probably going to move it over there now that the greenhouse is gone and seedlings are gonna be moving here soon. And then this is gonna become a flower bed, you guys. I'm so excited, and this pot's gonna just sit inside of it. I don't want the raspberry in the ground because it's prone to send up like a bunch of runners, and I just don't really want it to take over the bed. So one big plant in a big huge pot, this is a 22-inch pot, I think, will be totally fine. And I have so many plans for the garden as well. So many more things to plant out here in the next week or so as well. So stay tuned for that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm so excited about my vegetable garden this year. I hope you've liked watching along so far. So thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in a video very soon.